Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are cutting through some of the marketing hype around a drone that's been getting a lot of attention.
The NafyRE N11 Pro.
Exactly. It's everywhere. It's got this big 4K camera claim, but the price is, really low.
Suspiciously low for some.
So our mission today is to dig into the performance reviews you sent us and answer a simple question. Is this thing actually worth it? Or is it just another budget gadget with, let's say, some serious compromises?
Right. We're going to get past the spec sheet. We need to ground this in flight reliability, consumer transparency, and I think most importantly, where you should temper your expectations.
Okay, so let's start with getting it out of the box. The physical drone itself. The sources say it feels surprisingly solid for a budget drone. It's obviously not premium carbon fiber.
Of course not.
But it's described as being light and sturdy enough to handle some of those beginner crashes better than you might think.
And that's a huge psychological win for a new pilot, right?
100%.
And it gets better when you add in the safety features, which are actually quite good.
Right.
The setup process, linking the GPS and the controller, it's very straightforward.
No headaches there.
No. And more importantly, the GPS hold and the return to home functions, they just work reliably.
And that return to home feature gets rid of that #1 fear for new pilots, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The fear of losing the drone completely over some trees, or worse, a lake. This basically eliminates that.
Okay, so we've got a drone that's pretty durable and safe for beginners. But let's talk about the main event, that big marketing hook.
The 4K camera.
The 4K camera. The sources say the claim is real, but that always makes me nervous on a budget device. What's the catch?
Well, the catch is that it's what I'd call a fair weather camera. You do get the resolution. I mean, the frame is technically 4K,
Okay.
but you lose dynamic range. The review we looked at noted that as soon as you're in lower light or a high contrast scene, the footage just softens up.
And noise starts to show up.
Yeah, noise shows up, digital grain, visual clutter, whatever you want to call it. It's a direct result of a smaller sensor and, cheaper image processing. It's a completely predictable budget constraint.
So it's not just about being a good pilot. You also have to be a pretty skilled editor to clean that up.
Precisely. And that's not the only constraint. You've also got the battery life.
Which is?
Firmly average. You're looking at around 15 to 18 minutes of flight under normal conditions.
Wow, that's not a lot of time.
It's not. I mean, think about it. That's barely enough time to take off, get to the right altitude, frame a shot, and then get back before that low battery warning kicks in and creates a bit of panic.
So efficiency is mandatory, not optional.
You have to be efficient.
So with that short time, how are the controls? Are they responsive enough to make those quick adjustments you need?
For casual shooting, yeah. They're responsive. The altitude hold keeps things steady enough for nice, smooth shots. It performs really well in, perfect conditions.
Wait, okay, so if the controls are responsive, does that hide the drone's weaknesses, or does it actually perform well in just average conditions?
It'll get you through average conditions, but its real limitation shows up the second the wind picks up.
Ah, there it is.
It just doesn't fight gusts as well as pricier units, and that's because the stronger motors, the advanced gimbals, the stabilization algorithms, those are the really expensive parts right after the camera sensor.
So that's where they cut the budget.
That's the first place performance suffers.
So what does this all mean then for someone thinking of buying it? It seems like we're trading top performance in bad weather for really solid safety features and, I guess, legitimate 4K resolution in good weather?
That's the trade, yeah.
That sounds like a pretty good deal for a beginner.
It is. The N11 Pro is a legitimate entry-level GPS drone. It delivers on the dependable basic features. You get a solid flyer, it's safe for beginners, but you just can't expect that flagship-level stabilization or pro-grade camera results.
It's a perfect case study in understanding where those cost constraints really impact performance.
Exactly. It's all about managing expectations.
It really makes you wonder, though, with how fast drone tech is advancing, how much longer is it until features like, say, flagship wind resistance become standard, even in this kind of entry-level price bracket?
That is the question, isn't it?
Something to think about until our next deep dive.